Well, this is a very interesting story. It's actually 2 weeks old, but it's actually taken a new twist. It's the punk band Pussy Riot in Russia, Pussy Riot. And what they did was they did a prayer, punk rock prayer, on an altar in the one of the main cathedrals in Russia, uh, asking for the Blessed Virgin Mary to throw Putin out of office because he's a bad guy, you know. He is a bad guy. So the band got arrested. The band got arrested, and right now they're in prison. It's going to take them 6 or 7 months before they even go up to trial, and they can get 7 years. 7 years. So if you say something against, the god of Russia, Putin, guess what happens to you? They got charged with, guess what? Hooliganism. Hooliganism. How's that? So you Americans that like Russia and RT and Putin and all that stuff, do not be hooligans. Do not be hooligans, because there's a lot of repercussions for being hooligans in Russia. You go to jail for 6 or 7 months or so, then you go to trial. They have their nice fair trial. Then you get in prison for 7 years. And it's a very nice prison, I'm sure, in Russia. Anyway, I'm sure RT makes a lot of exposés on Russian prisons. But this took an interesting twist, because it turns out one of the people that were in a trial, Pussy Riot group, is a vegan. And she refused to eat the food that was given in prison because it was animal product, and she would not eat any animals or kill any animals. So she fainted in court. So, Elisa Silverstone, our Elisa Silverstone from the USA, came to the rescue, and basically she put out a protest letter, and this is actually public information. It's posted on, the most famous sites and stuff. But it's Elisa Silverstone, and she wrote a letter to President Putin. Dear President Putin, I have been following the trial involving 3 members of the band Pussy Riot. As a vegan myself, I was deeply concerned to learn that one of the women, Maria, who is a vegan, reportedly collapsed from hunger during a court session. I respectfully request you to ensure that vegan meals are available to Maria and all prisoners. Regardless of the trial and its outcome, I am sure you can agree that everybody has the right to show compassion and refrain from harming animals by being vegan. May I please have your assurance that Maria will have access to vegan foods? Thank you for your time and attention to this urgent matter. Sincerely, Elisa Silverstone. So, I don't know. I don't know if that's what it is on the surface or what, but it's amazing. But, you get fed carrots while you're up there in Siberia, northern Siberia in the Gulag. And maybe that's what the deal's going to be in the future. But I can't believe this, but, this is Russia. And, they do not tolerate dissent. And, if somebody did something like this in the United States, you would not see this kind of punishment. So I kind of like to put this out here, because this is the kind of stuff that goes on in Russia when people are like, hey, Putin's a great guy. You just don't say nothing bad against him, while he steals all the money and wealth out of Russia. He's got the biggest, he's got a big siphon into the oil companies, that's his deal. So, if you say anything bad about him, he's a third-term president, and not only is he a third-term president, he's actually more terms than that, because who was running the scenes behind when Medvedev was running things, right? So who was running things all along? It's Putin. So I don't know. But if you like Russia, just don't be a hooligan, because if you got that kind of situation over here, they're not going to let you eat carrots when you're up there in northern Siberia working in the Gulag. It's going to be pretty mean stuff. But anyway, I figured I'd post this out here. I thought this was a pretty interesting story, so I'm going to post a couple things when I see they're really out there. And Pussy Riot is in deep trouble, so maybe get back on the bandwagon and write Vladimir Putin a letter and tell him to go to hell. How's that? And let the vegans have the thing, but more important than vegan, get them the hell out of that place. They're welcome in the USA. That's the way I look at it. It goes to show you the type of rights and human rights violations that go on in Russia that aren't reported in RT, but they're going to be reported by me. I'll tell you that.